Hey, what's good? It's Nashawn Raines, man, and I'm checking in on the Industry Most Wanted podcast.
We've been through it all and that's alright. You weren't where you say you were tonight. Your friends said you were with her, that's a lie. Now look me in my...
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Boom! Man, I got a super talented, dope, he can sing kind of guy in the building. What's going on with you, fam?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. How you doing?
Man, it's a pleasure to meet you. You know what I'm saying? We've been following each other on Instagram for a little minute.
Sure.
Peeping out your videos. You sang. You know, you're super talented. You got a lot going on. Introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Nashawn Raines. I'm from the west side of Chicago, representing for the R&B world.
Yeah. Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Listen, I come from an era where R&B was so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking like early 90s. I graduated in 92. I'm an OG. So like the 90s and early 2000s had a big influence on me for falling in love with music. And R&B was so heavy back then. Yeah. Talk to us about how you got started doing music. How did you discover you could sing?
I started in church
Okay.
with my mom. She had like me and the fam do like a morning song on a Sunday, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I can mess around with this a little bit. And then I just started writing my own songs and just toying around with it on pen and paper, and one thing led to another, and it was off to the races.
About how old were you when you started tapping into music?
Like maybe 9, 10.
Okay.
11, something like that.
You were still a baby.
For sure.
Were you doing gospel music?
It wasn't gospel music that I was writing, but it was gospel that my mom had us singing. So yeah.
Was she okay with you being on the secular side?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
As long as it was not hateful or whatever, she was
for
supportive.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
So what was your favorite song to sing as a child?
Probably was Where I Want to Be.
Let's hear it.
Donnell Jones.
Let's hear it. Just give me a little snippet, because you can sing.
Said I left my baby girl a message. Said I won't be coming home. I'd rather be alone. She doesn't fully understand me, because I'd rather leave than achieve. But if she give me some time, I can be the man she needs, because there's a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone.
Wow, you give me chills, man. Like, you can really sing.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
have such a dope voice. I don't want to say beautiful, because men don't like to be referred to as beautiful, but you have a beautiful voice, man. Like, just phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Over the years of you doing music, have you ever dabbled into like, rapping or anything? Or has it always been singing?
I do. You know what? I love rap.
Okay.
Like probably just as much as I do R&B and singing. I just like music.
Yeah,
you know?
understood.
I mean, so if I feel it, I'll rap.
Yeah.
If I feel like singing, I'll sing.
I know that's right.
For sure.
Absolutely. I think that's dope. I think it's important as an artist that you don't just box yourself into one genre per se.
Most definitely.
A lot of the greats, they dabbled into, a little bit of rock or even maybe some country or whatever, or pop music. There's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
In your city, would you say that it's musically inclined, meaning that they're supporting independent artists?
Yeah, I think you just got to get out there, get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Rub some shoulders.
Yeah.
Don't stay trapped in the studio all the time. Get out and mingle a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's so important. That's one of the most important things, is building your network. As they say, your network is your net worth.
100%.
You have to be out in these streets shaking hands and kissing babies, and that's just what it is.
Yes. Sure.
So taking us back, you said in the earlier years you were in church. Was there anything else that you ever aspired to do before music?
It was nothing else.
That's always been it for you?
It was just music.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you play sports and stuff like that, but I knew I wasn't like trying to go to the NBA.
Yeah, understood.
But I just always had a thing for music. So like once I tapped into it and realized, okay, I got a little potential in it. You know what I'm saying? I was always sure of myself too on top of that. So once I tapped in it, it was a run.
That's it. You knew that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
It's your passion.
For sure, 100%.
What sports did you play?
Basketball and football.
You was a hooper?
I was a hooper.
Was you fast on the field?
I was really fast.
You was dusting them?
I was really, really fast on the field. Yeah.
But, I mean, I think that it's important. I'm a big advocate for kids. They have to be involved with something.
For sure.
Not just coming home playing video games or whatever. Would you say being involved in sports helped you to get where you're at right now?
Oh, yeah, especially high school football.
Yeah.
With the type of coaching and stuff that we had, they were like real adamant on pushing you to be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
And standing up against like adversity and stuff like that. So shout out my coach, Coach Jackson. He really, really pushed us to be like the best that we can be. He was like that dad for all the players who like, didn't have a dad, or you know what I mean. So it definitely played a big role in music.
That is so dope. I think that, sports really sets people up to be a team player.
For sure.
Teaches you punctuality, keeps you in shape. There's just so many different things. And like you said, also your coach really pushing you to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, and he still supports me to this day.
That's dope.
Music.
He loves your music.
For sure.
He probably like, yeah, that's my boy.
He definitely say that.
I coached him. I taught him that.
For sure.
That is really dope. What's the love like in your city, man? They showing you some love, supporting you?
Oh yeah, man. We had a great show the other day. Man, a lot of people came out, showed crazy love.
Yeah.
It was more than I expected, to be honest with you. It was definitely lit.
Man, for people who haven't had the opportunity to tap in and hear your music, right? Mm-hmm. And they hear it for the first time, what you want them to feel?
I want them to feel connected.
Yeah.
Like it's relatable.
Yeah.
Like it's not one of those sounds that's like hard to catch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something you can vibe out to, relax to, dance to.
Yeah.
I'm coming with like all type of vibes.
Yeah.
On top of that, so
feel
it's not just
good.
one, exactly. There you go. Feel good music.
Yeah, I love it. Out of all the songs that you've released out there on the digital platforms, right? Mm-hmm. Think through your catalog. Which one's the most personal for you?
The most personal. I got a song called "On Your Time."
Talk to us about it.
So "On Your Time" is a record. It's explaining the relationship between a guy and a woman.
Yeah.
Of course. And it's just basically saying, I understand that you're not ready to be in a relationship, but I'm willing to sit here and wait it out for you. So just love me when you got the time to do it, and I'll be here waiting for you.
Wow. Yeah. Was that from a personal experience?
100%.
Okay.
It's either going to be from my personal experience or somebody I know.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the best.
When you write from the heart, man, people are going to be able to relate to it. People are going to resonate to it, because whatever you're talking about, somebody's going to be like, man, I'm going through that, or I've been through that. We all have the certain songs or song that we could go back and listen to, and it just resonates with a certain point in our life. So the music that you do write, like you said, it's all personal, really. Yeah. It all comes from experiences you or somebody close to you has had.
For sure.
Do you write for other people?
I do. Especially like people that's like close to me that do music and stuff like that. It's more of like a helping thing.
Yeah.
Not so much as more as trying to like ghostwrite or nothing.
Yeah, like co-writing
right
and stuff.
Not right now, because I'm just too focused on me right now.
100%, as you should be. Most definitely. Do you have a creative space in your house where you record or write or anything?
Honestly, the way my brain works when it comes to writing music, it can be a dump truck. In the room with me, I'm gonna get it done. So I just learned how to just block everything out and just get done what need to be done. Let's
talk about that, because a lot of people have a hard time with blocking the outside world out. They allow those distractions in, and they lose focus. How did you master the art of blocking everything out?
Just being sure of what I want.
Yeah.
Just tunnel vision, seeing the future. I know this is what I want. I don't want to do nothing else.
So
anything that's getting in the way of that got to be pushed to the side.
100%.
That simple.
Along the journey, you're going to lose some people.
Oh, 100%.
Not everybody's for you. They're not meant to go along on your journey, and you got to be okay with that.
100%.
Man, what would you say out of all your years of doing music? You probably got a lot of fans, a lot of supporters. Have you ever had like any of them give you a strange request for maybe a song or anything like that?
Yeah.
Seems like I touched something with that one.
Yeah, you get the DMs from the women. Man, they DM my mom.
No, really?
They DM my mom like all the time.
That is funny.
They want to meet you. They want you to show up to this place, to that place, and and don't mess around and post your location by accident. It's really over with.
Nah, for real. A lot of times, even for safety reasons, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But that's why you got a manager that can intervene. Psh, chopping block.
Oh, we got some security too.
Got to.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just talk about that for a second. I don't care what level you are. There's never a bad time to say we need security because it's an unsafe world out there. Some people might think, oh, well, you ain't at Drake's level. I don't care. We're still a human being.
Exactly.
Bullet ain't gonna, have mercy on nobody.
Exactly.
So you have to be protected.
Especially when you're putting yourself out there on the internet.
Absolutely, because
100%.
we do have to allow people to know where we're at sometimes when we do events and stuff like that. Is there a lot of showcases and events that take place in your area?
Yeah, it is. Especially in the Chicago area.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a lot of stuff that come up. I personally just haven't been tapped into them just because I've been so laid back, just working on my craft and just getting my catalog together and stuff like that. So I haven't really been doing any shows, but right now we going full force with everything.
I know that's right, and this kicking it off, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You dig? Is drill music heavy out there?
Super heavy.
Yeah.
Super heavy.
Do you vibe with it?
Lately it's it's one of those things where you just get conscious of what you're listening to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you looking on Facebook and the internet and you seeing babies getting killed and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You kind of start straying away from it, but even though it's hard because with the beats and the melodies, it kind of get catchy. But I try to stray away from it now, just because everything that's going on. So.
Yeah, it is. It's ugly out there.
Yeah, but I still like it though.
If you weren't doing music, right, and music was not in your life, would you be on social media? Do you think?
Oh nah, not me.
Can I get an amen on that?
I wouldn't be on social media.
Me neither.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy you ask me that.
I say that too because I'm with you. I would. That's the only reason I'm on there because of the music business. That's it.
I don't think we were designed to see that much at one time.
I agree.
In a day. Remember the days it was no social media or no cell phones to text and just hop on and see what everybody thinking, and you putting all these emotions and stuff in your head. It's just too much. I don't think we were designed for that.
I agree. It causes a lot of anxiety in people.
Exactly.
People get depressed, stressed out because they feel they're pressed to look a certain way, dress a certain way.
Everybody's trying to keep up with each other.
Man, who are they doing it for? A bunch of people that don't care about them. Slick. That's what you got to keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? Really, at the end of the day, all them people that are following you, 99.9999% of them really don't give a damn about us.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There's that only small percentage, like your guys that are with you today, that really care about your well-being and what you do. And you keep them people close.
100%.
So where do you see yourself going with your music? Looking at the bigger picture.
It's up from here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going full force.
Yeah.
I never went full force with it.
Yeah.
As long as I've been doing it. So this time it's just straight up from here.
Yeah.
So they better get ready. That's all I gotta say.
What changed? What made you decide, you know what, I need to run hard with this?
Just knowing that I'm ready.
Yeah.
Talking to my team and just putting all our eggs in one basket at this point with the catalog and with the music and everything. So it's just it's either now or never. And I'm not the type of person on top of it sitting trying to wait for the perfect time and stuff like that. A lot of people got that real bad. I know people that's been doing music for 20 years and still haven't dropped a song. You know what I mean?
My guy.
Yeah, so with me, it's just okay, now I'm ready. I told myself I'm ready. All right, let's do it. Let's come up with this strategy plan. Let's get this marketing and everything together, and we're going to do this the right way, strategically.
I love it. I love the fact that you circle back around and made sure that you got everything in order. And like you said, in fact, I just posted it on my story a day or two ago. I'm like, people who wait on the right time end up lost. Really, when is it ever really the right time? We don't know that. It's never the right time. And people be like, man, it's not the right time. I'm going to wait. What you waiting on? You could die tomorrow. Slick. Life is not guaranteed. So it's you got to just get out there and shoot your shot, right?
Yep.
Doing that puts you in better positions. You got to create opportunities and go find them.
100%.
Man, throughout music, what would you say is the best piece of advice that you've been given?
Stay focused. Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Trust your vision. I know everybody always asks me what TYV mean on my Instagram. It means trust your vision.
I like that.
For sure.
You should make that a brand.
For sure.
Put it on shirts and stuff. Some merch.
definitely gonna use that.
No, for real, because when you put something out there like that other people are gonna like, they're gonna buy into it.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in the consumer's shoes. Like, would I buy this and wear it? Yes, I would. Okay, well then that means other people would too.
For sure. We
Get you a little Shopify account or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we definitely got some merch on the way. For sure.
That'll be really dope. What's been the toughest thing that you've encountered throughout your music journey?
Just life. You know, sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah.
In everybody's life, and it's either you gonna let it hit you and slow you down and stop, or you gonna roll with the punches.
Yeah.
So just normal life stuff.
Absolutely. Has there been anybody ever around you that's close to you that like meant a lot to you that wasn't supportive of your music journey? And you don't have to name who they are, but has that happened?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I tell everybody, when it comes to that, don't expect your friends and your family to be your fans.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. Like, you'll see somebody post music, just a regular Joe Smoke, and they like, oh, nobody's sharing my music, nobody like them. They're not your fans.
Right.
It's so hard to get your friends and your family to be your fans. Your fans are people who don't know you. Just drop the music. Make relatable music. That's it.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about, because at the end of the day, it's like they know you personally, so
Right.
it kind of hit kind of
different.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I just always keep that in mind. Like, you'll never see me asking nobody to go share my song or like my song. If you run into it, then that means I did a good job.
Yeah. It's a great piece of advice. I'm glad that you said that because a lot of artists need to hear that because I see them whining and crying. Yeah. Nobody's supporting me. And so what? Keep going. That means you got to work a little harder if you feel like no one's supporting you.
100%.
You know, we can't let that stop us because like you said, it's nobody's job or duty to support you. They do it because they want to, but they're not obligated.
You got to earn that.
Yeah, for real. Big facts. What about film, stuff like that? Is that something that interests you?
Yeah, I like action movies. I want to act too. I always say that.
Get your Denzel popping.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
I think you should.
No, for real. I am.
Get your music into film. Sync licensing for you guys that aren't familiar. It's called sync licensing. Get your music in film and get yourself in film.
Oh yeah, we got that in play too.
Okay, so if you landed your first big role, what character would you want to play? What type of character?
I gotta be the good guy.
You want to be the good guy?
I gotta be the good cop that saved the day.
Superhero type ish.
Yeah, superhero, but more realistic on the Denzel side.
Like a Denzel.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
No John Wick.
I'll do John Wick.
Yeah, he tough too, right?
John
I'm
Wick
waiting
tough.
for that part 4.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I think the way film is going, if you've noticed, and I'm sure you have, is that now a lot of people are coming out with series. So it has more longevity rather than, because sometimes it's hard to cram a lot of content into an hour-and-a-half film.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got your BMFs and, Power and Snowfall and the list goes on. There's so many different series out there. That's something you should definitely tap into.
Yeah, 100. I'm definitely on that.
So you got anything else in the works while you out here in ATL?
We just networking, rubbing some shoulders, meeting with a couple of people.
Yeah. Shaking hands and kissing babies, right?
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
Sightseeing a little bit. How long you guys out here? A couple days?
Just a weekend. I got to get back. We got to shoot a music video.
What video are you shooting?
To the Wasn't Good Enough song. The song that's right now buzzing like crazy.
Man, that is dope. I love the fact that you on a whim, like you and I conversed very briefly on social media, come through for an interview, you booked a flight and you're here. Bro, I respect that a lot.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you too.
Man, of course. I just wanted to and this ain't to rub it in these other artists' face, but Slick, there'll be some artists that are from out here and for whatever reason can't find their way to come do stuff like this. I'm like, you can't drive 20 minutes.
That's insane.
It is. They don't really want it. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They don't really want it. Over the years, if we went back and listened to some of your first songs, and then we fast forward and we listen to what you got going on now, what are we going to hear in the progression in your voice?
More character, more realistic conversation.
Yeah.
More relatable styles and music.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Forever progressing, going up, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. You got to.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, you don't got the right people around.
No, that's absolutely right. Who you got with you today?
Oh, I got my manager, Witty. I got my brother, Black.
Shout out to the guys.
For sure.
capturing that good footage over there. You know what I'm saying? I heard he's the best in the game. That's what someone told me. Don't know him do it like he does. He over there getting that good footage, you dig?
He with it.
I think that's important. Every step of your process in this music business, you have to document it.
Yeah.
That's how the greats are able to come out with documentaries, because they had, what's his name?
Black.
They had a black on their team to document every step of the way, what you have to do. Is that something you thought about maybe doing at some point, is putting a documentary together? Or
Oh yeah, for sure. What's so crazy is he actually a real dope rapper. He is an artist.
Let me find out.
He on the team. He's just playing his role right now. You know what I mean?
Man, bro, shout out to you, Black, because let me tell you something. I have so much respect, big respect for an artist who is okay with stepping to the side for a minute to make sure you're getting the shine that you need. God's going to bless that man 100 times over again, because he doesn't have to be doing what he's doing. He could be like, man, I'm an artist too. I ain't filming you.
Man, listen.
Shout out to Black.
If you not thinking that way, y'all gonna lose.
Nah, for real.
Witty probably one of the top rappers in Chicago.
I love it.
It's not a handful of people that can touch him on rapping. He set everything down to do this with me.
That's dope, man. I love that. Shout out to him. God's going to bless him and you as well, because I can tell you got a very genuine, humble spirit. For sure. And that's what it's all about.
100%.
Tell everybody the most recent song that you released that they need to make sure they check out on the digital platforms.
It's called Wasn't Good Enough. Wasn't Good Enough. It's everywhere on all platforms. We recently did, last time I checked, it was at like 5 million on TikTok.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What does that song mean to you?
What's so crazy is that song wasn't even for me, to be honest with you.
You wrote it for someone else?
I wrote it for somebody else. One of my guys out of LA, he flew in and he was having relationship problems.
Yeah, it's what it sounds like by the title.
Yeah, for sure. And I told him, like, bro, why don't you just put everything down on wax, you know what I mean? And of course, he's not a rapper or a singer or nothing like that. So I'm all right, I got you. You know, he sat down, told me a story, and we turned that thing into a reality.
Man, that is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
So what made you decide that you was going to roll with it?
It's just not letting good music go to waste.
I know that's right. You're like, shoot, I put my everything into this. I'm about to sing this song.
No, for sure. I honestly wasn't going to even put it out. That's the crazy part.
Wow.
Because it was so personal.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put it on blast, so. But it ended up rolling.
Is he happy that you put it out?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have you done that for other people as well? I know I asked you earlier on if you write for other people, but have you wrote personal songs like that for anybody else?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What is it like writing like personal experiences for someone else?
It make the best music.
Yeah.
It make the best music. You just basically just illustrating somebody else's feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, you taking everything that they saying and just turning it into a picture in your head.
Yeah.
And just laying it out.
Absolutely.
That's how you come up with the good music.
Yeah.
People get attached to relatable music. I think a lot of writers don't understand that.
Absolutely.
So once you tap into that bag, I'm probably saying too much too. But once you tap into that bag, you're going to be a different monster.
He giving y'all a lot of game. I'm just saying. But it especially with R&B music, man, I don't know that there's a person on earth who doesn't like R&B music. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, they crazy, because I love rap music. I love the drill music, and I love a lot of other music, but R&B is my first love. Like, there's something about it that touches your soul, because like you said, everybody needs love in their life. Everybody wants love in their life. We need it. We crave it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from a parent or a significant other. And a lot of the R&B music that's coming out is talking about love.
Yep.
You know, so we can relate to it, because we've all had bad relationships and we've had some good ones. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's why that song is doing what it's doing. I've never seen so many dudes express themselves and be that vulnerable enough to sit up, prop your phone up, and make a video to a song talking about you feel like you wasn't good enough for a woman.
Because we've all felt that way.
Yeah, but to see grown men doing that is wild to me.
Let me tell you something, fellas. This coming from a grown woman. When a man is able to let his guard down, I'm not saying you got to be vulnerable to the entire world, but if you're able to let your guard down, to me, in my opinion, that makes you more of a man because you don't care what other people have to say about that. It's okay to show your emotions sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. 100%. We're human. We all going to shed a tear from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe ladies a little bit more because we emotional, but he's like, I know.
Y'all going to let it out.
No, for real. Big facts. Because it's like if we hold it in, that's where a lot of like depression and anxiety can come into place. You have to spill it out somehow, and you do it through your music.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's dope, man. What's the most recent project that you put together?
I'm working on an EP right now.
Tell us about it.
It's going to be soulful. It's
Yeah.
going to be heartfelt. A lot of relatable music.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it the No Skip Project. That's not the name of it, but that's
what it is.
It's going to be a No Skip Project. It's going to be something everybody can relate to.
I love it.
Women, I'm going to lay it all the way out.
I'm a big fan of EPs because it's like short and to the point. 4 to 6 songs, maybe somewhere in there. It keeps people hungry for more. Yep. Any anticipated time frame of when it's going to be ready?
This summer.
This summer?
Yeah, for sure this summer.
How many songs are you going to put on it?
Probably 6.
About 6 songs?
Yeah.
Are all 6 songs ones that you created specifically for this EP, or is there?
It's specifically for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
long has it been in the works?
About a year now.
So you're taking your time with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
R&B music is it all going to be R&B?
It's gonna be all R&B.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, right? We talked about earlier. You know, I'm very much your elder. 90s was very prevalent to me. Because, you know, I graduated high school in 92. I had my son in 94. I think I got pregnant to Knockin' Boots. Pretty sure I did. That song came out in 93, and that's the year I got pregnant. I'm just saying. But R&B really had a big grip on music back then. And I think over the years, it's kind of been overshadowed by rap music.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that R&B will make that strong comeback?
Honestly, yes. And I feel like even with the rap music, if you listen to it, it's melodic.
Yeah, it's
It's all still stemming from R&B music.
100%.
It's still in there.
Right.
It's just that now you got the artists, everybody tough. You know what I mean? So everybody's singing, but they tough. So it's not really giving that R&B feel to it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going nowhere. I think it's just people keeping up with time and making the music sound relevant.
Yeah.
As well as keeping that same R&B feel to it.
Yeah.
So it just takes some doctoring. And
there you go.
Once people figure out their formula and their method to it, it'll be there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Who would be a dream collab for you?
A dream collab?
And it could be someone alive, someone not alive. It don't matter.
Oh, it'll be Chris for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris for sure.
Shout out to Chris Brown, man. Can you dance?
A little bit. I can do a little
You
bit.
bust a move?
I can bust a move.
I ain't gonna ask you to do it today.
No, one thing about me, hey, listen, one thing about me, if some dancing need to be done in the video, we gonna get it done. For sure, man.
You cannot be a singer and not know how to dance. Like, they go hand in hand with each other.
No,
Can he dance?
Sure.
Can he dance? Okay. So you got the cosign. You got a stamp over there. What's next for you? I know you got the EP in the works. Outside of that, what's next?
I got the EP in the works. I'm supposed to be doing Lollapalooza coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of shows. The project, of course, more visuals, just connecting with the people, and of course, more music.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Well, listen, I'm so glad that you were able to come down here and sit down with me and take some time out of your schedule. I know you're busy. I know they're busy. So I'm humbled that you guys took the time to come down here and spend a little time with me. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.
Man, absolutely. Before we give out your social media and do the shout outs, is there anything else that you have in the works or coming up that you need to make sure everybody knows about?
I need y'all right now to go stream Wasn't Good Enough right now. That's all I need y'all to do. I'm going to take it from there.
Yeah.
Go stream Wasn't Good Enough.
I know that's right. We're going to run that thing through the roof.
Oh, we're going to run it through the ground.
Tell everybody where they can follow you, keep up with you on all your social platforms.
Oh, you can find me everywhere, Nashawn Raines, everywhere, every platform.
Is that your government?
That's my government name. That's my real name.
I love it. Nashawn Raines.
Thank you.
It just sounds mystical. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has a ring to it. It sounds like a superstar's name.
Thank you.
I love that you kept a lot of R&B artists. They do. They keep it their government name.
Yeah, for sure.
Or at least a portion of it.
Yeah, you want the people to feel like they know you.
100%.
To you. I mean, I ain't really trying to do the whole mystery R&B thing. I think that's kind of getting like worn out.
No, I agree. You keeping it, back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like where it all started. The Al Greens and the Isley Brothers and all that.
100%.
Do you know any of the Isley Brother records?
I do, you know what I mean? But I'm just not a fan of just sitting up, just listening to other people's music, especially when you're in a space of like just creating your own.
I get it. I respect it.
It's one of those types.
I respect. I was just gonna have you sing one, but it's okay. I am gonna make you sing in just a minute once we get done with this. I ain't tell you about that, but you're gonna do it. Who you want to give a shout out to?
I want to shout out Chicago, man. Just Chicago in general. Everybody in Chicago that come out and support me.
Yeah.
All the time, especially on social media. Shout out y'all,
man, most definitely. Do you have a website? Did I ask you that? I can't remember. I know you have at your social. Do you have
the website is almost done right now.
Okay, so that's in the works. So for now, they can follow you on Instagram and everywhere else.
Just follow me on Instagram, and it's going to go from there.
Got you. Last but not least, we live. Industry's Most Wanted, right?
Industry's
Boom.
Most Wanted.
Go ahead and let everybody know what makes you, Nashawn, the industry's most wanted.
Consistency. Consistency makes me industry's most wanted.
Straight like that. I love it.
Like that.
Give me some love, man.
Oh,
yeah. Boom. We up out of here, y'all.
What if I told you that you let me down? How do you expect me to respect you now? Girl, you done made it hard.